This is a quick review of the present perfect. The present perfect is a very difficult tense that is used in several different ways that don't always make sense. But I'm going to go over the very common ones. Okay, use number 1. Use the present perfect with for or since for an action that began in the past and is still happening now. For example, Miss Agard has taught at Laney since 1997. That means she's still teaching at Laney now. She has lived in California for about 35 years. Means she's still living there now. When you use the present perfect in this way, you can usually also use present perfect continuous with the same meaning. For example, Miss Agard has been teaching at Laney since 1997. She has been living in California for about 35 years. Same meaning as the present perfect. But remember that some verbs can never be used in the continuous tense. For example, have. So in present perfect, I say she has had a dog for the past 10 years. And she still has a dog. But I would not say she has been having a dog for the past 10 years. And then I put the 2 little stars there to show you that's a mistake. That's not something we say. And that's because the verb have isn't normally in the continuous. Okay, sorry. With for or since, the present perfect and the present perfect continuous mean the same thing. So I can say, we have studied the past tenses since last week. We have been studying the past tenses since last week. Same meaning with that since expression in it. But without for or since, then the rule changes. If you're not using the for or the since, then the present perfect and the present perfect continuous have different meanings. Typo there, should see an N there. Okay, when I say we have studied the past tenses, period, okay, no for, no since, okay, that sentence means sometime in the past that is indefinite. I'm not telling you when. It really means the same thing as the simple past. But when I say we have been studying the past tenses, period, no for, no since, that means we started studying them in the past and we're still studying them now, or perhaps we just finished very recently. Number 2, we use the present perfect with ever, never, and always. You can think of these as cue words for using present perfect, but not present perfect continuous. Have you ever played baseball? I've never played baseball, but I've always enjoyed watching baseball games. Number 3, we use present perfect for an action repeated in the past, which you think is likely or possible again in the future. Like New Orleans has had many hurricanes. I have been to Los Angeles 3 times. This means I expect to go again. If I say I went to Los Angeles 3 times, that means I never expect to go there again. Number 4, we use present perfect with just or recently for an action that was completed very recently. So I have just had a cold, or I've recently had a cold, or he has just gotten a new job. He has recently gotten a new job, means it just happened a short time ago.